I just want to say, I'm back. ABISAI, stay fly to the sky, abisai. And as well as, I'm back to actually have the gaming channel be on this side of things, while my other channel, Jordan Gems, if y'all want to go follow that, you can follow that. I just had the realization that YouTube algorithms, they don't like to sit here and have they don't like to have everything all together. So I just gonna sit here and keep things like talking stuff and whatever, and then singing stuff on the other side, behind the scenes, that kind of thing, on that channel. And I have my Twitch live streams on that channel as well. So that's basically what I'm going to do. And I will leave my Twitch stream down below. If you're new, welcome to seeing me. Like, at this point, I started YouTube doing gaming for the longest and just grew in like just being myself, and as well as being open to talk about things, because I feel like regardless, it's my story, it's my experience, and I have the right to sit here and be open about who I'm attracted to, what my sexuality is, and my racial experience, sis, basically. And nobody cannot take away that from me, because I know what I have to endure. And doesn't mean that another person doesn't go through this similar situation, but I'm saying if we all going through a similar situations about things that make us feel in pain, we should be freaking like supporting each other. That's all it is. But that's all I gotta say. Even like that's even okay. I just need to say that. So, Vigilante Squad fam, if you vigilant with your life and you do what's right, make some noise. Thank you for supporting my videos, regardless if you see one or you see all or share it. That means a lot to me, because I really like on some real stuff. Like, I really just felt like I couldn't sit here and go by abisai even though I was just like, bitch, I know I freaking made the damn name when I was a teen, a baby. Like, baby, I'm grown. Like, we can say whatever how we want to be saying. So that's what I just wanted to say. Is like, I'm not gonna allow nothing to stop me. Anything that is spiritual that's going on, like I like anything that's just cannot be unexplained at this point. I don't care at this point. I'm a march on, even if I'm complaining or have tears coming down my face. Bitch, I'm a warrior. And if you're a warrior about your fucking damn life, make some noise. I ain't stopping on no damn body. I got dreams and goals just like anybody else. Just because somebody else do something, that makes me sit here and say, I'm proud of you, boo, but don't disrespect me. Because I know what I do, no matter what. So hate on. Keep on hating on. Because I know what I stand for. Jordan. What? Abisai. What? I'm gonna break this down to make my dreams come true like pow! So yes, I'm back with Pixelberry Studios choices, and it's been a good minute. Oh shit. Okay. It's been a good minute since I played choices. Roommates with Benefits, Book 1, Chapter 2, Home Sweet Home. You finally getting settled into your room, but even the best laid plans fall through. I remember the last chapter, I didn't even watch it. It's been like months since I did that one. And I remember them. Anyway. Yes. Chapter 2. Last chapter, basically, I'm roommating with the guy I met at the kink party. So I wonder how that's gonna go. So stay tuned. You look back and forth between Eric and Inez, your mind reeling from the news. Inez, what do you mean Eric's my roommate? I mean, he's a guy. Can the housing department even do that? Townsend wasn't kidding when he said there weren't any rooms left, and in emergencies, RAs are mandated to house residents. I just got a new roomie this morning. Wait a minute. Eric's an RA? Eric's low chuckle draws your attention to him, leaning against his desk, an RA polo thrown casually over his chair. Figured you have noticed that when you were snooping. I wasn't snooping! And besides, you wanted me in here since yesterday. You could have told me you were an RA. At this, you took me to an orgy. I took your clothes off in front of the entire school. I gave you a lap dance. It wasn't an orgy. That's just how we party at VCSU. But isn't it against the rules to party and strip with your residents? Technically, you weren't his resident at the time, so no, I don't think. Just remember that now that you are roommates, there are consequences for rule breaking. You two need to make this work. How? Eric's a bad influence, and I'm trying to stay on the straight and narrow. Right. Right. Yeah, we gotta stray strictly straight, right? I'm the bad influence. You're the one who went on her first tour de frat and had to get carried home, baby bird. What is up with the baby bird stuff? I hate when they do that stuff. Nah, at this point, I'm thick bird. I think I remember that. Eric raised his eyebrows in challenge, walking over and sinking down onto the bed beside you. His voice is low and goading. Really? So how do you remember last night going? You rack your brain until finally you're able to pinpoint your last memory. Creek Row is practically alive, and you revel in the sights and sounds as the four of you amble down the dusty path sharing Duchess's flask. Tour de Fred is in full effect, baby! Somebody say, whoa! What? Whoa! Would you two stop it? You're embarrassing me. What did I tell you, Inez? Baby Bird was born for Tour de Frat. Eric slings an arm carelessly over your shoulders as the alcohol warms you. You playfully push him away. Would you stop calling me that? What's the matter, Keisha? You don't like it? I will see her talking Keisha in my voice, not in Eric's voice. What's the matter, Keisha? You don't like it? What's the matter, Keisha? You don't like it? The sensual sound of your name on his lips catches you off guard, and you turn to look into his eyes, finding his gaze unwavering. I didn't say that. Suddenly, the noise of raucous partying pours out of a nearby frat house, drawing your attention, and you grin. But I am saying we go there next. Gamma Delta, Ida? Iota? Gamma Delta Iota? Hard pass. I got a heads up from the brothers that this guy who has it out for me is there. He hates me cause... Eric! Legally that day never happened, so could you not? As the two of them make pointed eyes at each other, you study the house and your drunken brain cobbles together an idea. If we can't go to their party, maybe we can prank it instead. We should jump off the roof into their pool. Jump off the roof into the pool. My about throw their bed on the roof to the pool. See, now that would be some. See, they already look how this show baddies be. I'm gonna let it go. All I'm just saying, baddies ain't the same as Bad Girls Club. Look, if they gonna do all that, all I'm gonna say is, bitch, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take your bed mattress to the roof and jump into the pool. I'm gonna do some crazy ass mess. Like that would be a mess. That would be a mess already. Anyway, still their composite photo. Swap their flag with my underwear. Not, girl. Not your flag with the underwear. They don't even know that. They don't even know. Shit. I don't even think I even wear underwear at this point. Still their composite photo. And then I'm thinking like, how I'm thinking like, baby Keisha, you thick like that? Like you gonna have a big old like thong just waving at the pole? That's all I'm just thinking like, Keisha, wait. Still their composite photo. I think I'm gonna do that. I just feel like, you know what? Yeah. At least I know my coochie clean, my booty clean. Eric's eyebrows raise, his smile impressed, and elicits a delicious heat inside of you. Oh, you're on. That proves nothing. It proves you were a little lit, Pajarita. No more than you guys. The way I remember it, all four of us ran from Gamma Delta Iota, and there was a drinking game, and as the memory returns, you scan the room until your eyes find exactly what they're looking for. That torn flag. Oh. See, I remember it all, and it definitely didn't end with me being carried home like a toddler past her bedtime. That's because you're still thinking about early in the night. We're talking about later. Much later, after the parties were over and the sun was coming up. A faint memory of the two of you alone on the couch comes to mind. Your heart races as he inches closer, but Eric's presence brings a sense of calm and comfort. The exact opposite of his current smirk, rather than give him the satisfaction, you cross your arms. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, it never happened. That's too bad. Of all the nights to forget, you picked the wildest one. Why don't you let us help you fill some of the blanks? Well, curiosity gnaws at you, and you strain for the memories just out of reach. Remember last night? Yeah, I gotta know. Let me know now. Okay, fine. What happened last night? It all started when you suggested we prank Gamma Delta Iota. I knew there was a reason I liked this girl. Panties on a flagpole? Genius! Yeah, it's gonna be a black, thick-ass, tight-ass G-string as the flag. I got plenty more where that came from. We created a monster in less than 12 hours. This got to be some kind of record. Considering how many of their brothers had never seen women's underwear, I call it a miracle. Let's go. You and Eric sneak onto the grounds and gather around the house's flagpole as inconspicuously as possible. I feel like one of us should say a few words, you know, to commemorate the occasion. Honored guests, we are gathered to hoist the new symbol of Gamma Delta Iota, a scrap of fabric as delicate as they are. He turns to you with a smirk, palm extended, and you shimmy out of your underwear, your eyes boldly never leaving his. You bid down, slipping the fabric over your ankles before dropping them into his waiting hand. Take good care of these. Don't worry, this isn't my first panty heist. Don't be stealing my panties, then. He attaches them to the flag rope, and together you pull, hand over hand. Excuse me. Your underwear flutter daintily in the evening breeze. Now, we just need to figure out what to do with the actual flag. Well, I'm sure you're catching a draft, so why don't you take it? Make sure everything stays covered. He holds the tattered fabric out to you, and as you meet his gaze, you feel a warmth wash over you at the insinuation. Hey! What do you think you're doing? Uh-oh. Let's hope going commando made you more aerodynamic, baby bird, because it's time to get out of here. Nah, brother. You ran naked. You ran bottoms naked back to the dorm. Oh my gosh. Baby, ass cheeks were jiggling that night. It's just like when she ran, every jiggle was going. It was going dun 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 dun. That's how it be for me, shit. I feel you on that, Keisha. I can't believe I did that. Believe it, and that's not even considering the fire. Are you serious? The fire pales in comparison to the way the two of you dominated the Beer Olympics. You look between Eric and Inez, each obviously wanted to tell you their favorite part of the night. Can I hear both? Tell me about the fire. Tell me about the games. They used to be able to see. Look, choices used to. I don't know. I feel like choices back in the day used to be more like, bitch, you gonna get this choice. Both choices cost diamonds, and both choices you could pick both if you want to play both of them. So, I want to hear about the Beer Olympics. I want to hear about. Oh. Okay, so get this. That's what I'm talking about. Is it this? I remember. I was like, oh. That I remember chapter 1 now. Oh. The four of you head into another house and are met with students shouting and cheering as they watch various games being played. Ah, sick! I forgot tonight's the Beer Olympics. Beer Olympics? Here's a big competition where different teams compete in a bunch of events and score points throughout the night, baby bird. Thick bird. It's also a Zeta Theta tradition. I love her hair. A gorgeous sorority girl strolls up, her eyes trained on Eric. One of the teams bailed if you guys want to compete. I know I wouldn't mind take you on, Eric. You think you can handle me? She playfully brushes his arm in response, the flirtation unmistakable. Feeling bold, you sidle closer, taking Eric's hand. Oh, she was like, no, I'm the only one. We're so in. Thanks for the invite. Slick. Just slick Rick. Immediately, the sister looks at your joined hands and excuses herself in Dutch and Inez cackle as Eric turns to you in shock. Did you really just do that? She did. She did. What? Doesn't a thick bird need uninterrupted guidance? You raise your eyebrows in a blatant challenge, and Eric fights back a smirk. Just watch your back. You're not the only one who can play dirty. Speaking of playing, let's get to it. What's our first event? You take a look around the patio, surveying your options. We should play Twister. Ooh! Play quarters, do the relay race. Yeah, we playing Twister. I gotta get like, you know, do my Pilates and stuff. Do my little Matrix Neo thing going on, you know? And you know what I mean? Out on the patio, the four of you join a gaggle of people listening as a sister explains the rules. The objective is simple. Get tangled up and don't fall down. The last team to have a person still standing wins. Ready for things to get up close and personal? Born ready. With each new call, competitors drop like flies, and soon you find yourself tangled up with Eric and the flirty sorority sister. Looking sturdy, Eric. After that stunt I pull, I cannot be the one who falls. But the mischievous gleam in Eric's eyes say he has other plans. Left hand blue. Eric reaches for a spot on your opposite side, leaning across your waist and positioning his body right above yours. Ready to tap out, Dick Bird? You wish. Carefully, you shuffle your hand to his place, pretending not to notice as the movement pushes your chest right into his face. Not to notice as the movement pushes your chest right into his face. Alright then, game on. You give Eric a smirk of your own, just in time to hear the sorority sister hit the mat with a thud. Damn it! I did it! We won! I remember that. And when we all decided to call it a night after, I was still on my own 2 feet. Not all of us. Fine, since I'm clearly out of the loop, tell me what happened. Gladly. With just a few hours until the sun comes up, all of Greek Road begins to die down, except you. Come on! The night's still young! Let's go somewhere else. If I'm going to get you a room, I need to get a head start on scouring the roster for some free space. And if I don't get some food in me, my liver's gonna revolt. We're all very impressed that you're the last one standing, Dick Bird. But I think it's time we call it a night. What's that? The great Eric Young tapping out before me? This deserves a speech. Before anyone can stop you, you climb a nearby lamppost and cry out into the darkness. Hear me, hear me. Keisha, be careful. Eric reaches up to grab you, but you swing around the pole out of his grasp, ram your head into the metal. Oh! I'll go get help. I got an ice pack in my suite. No, my place is closer. Let's go. Eric carries you to his suite, and as he sets you down on the couch, you let out a frustrated growl. Will you just let me go? I'm sick of you treating me like a baby bird or whatever. Especially thick bird. I know I got ass, but goddamn. Sometimes baby birds need to be taken care of. Now relax and let me help you. Gently, he brushes the hair out of your face to inspect the injury, his fingers soothing as they caress your face. I'm estimating a full recovery, but you should spend the night here just in case. Inez can give you your new assignment in the morning. As he starts to stand, you quickly reach for his hand, a tremor in your voice. Eric, will you stay with me? I don't want it to end. Tonight, I was everything I saw myself being in college. How am I supposed to just go back? You don't. You choose to do something different, and you never look back. Or at least you try not to. He pauses for a long moment, seemingly at a loss for words. Then, he sits next to you, close enough to feel his warmth. Your head falls onto his shoulder, and as you nod off, you hear a faint, "Good night, baby bird." And that's how I found YouTube when I came back to check on you. About last night, you looked back at your wild first night at college. You did that for me? Of course. The two of you lock eyes, and immediately you feel the familiar sense of comfort. Then Inez clears her throat, and Eric looks away. I have done it for anybody. I'm not a monster. Right, well, it was one night, and it won't happen again. I got it out of my system, and I'm officially moving on. Starting with unpacking. And I better get out of here. After last night, I'm ready to crash, but the housing department will be in touch with a more permanent placement soon. Play nice, you two. You join Eric as he walks Inez out, and as the door clicks shut, you realize that you two are truly alone. And that he's still naked. What you mean he's still naked? What you telling me? Nah, I don't think he's naked. I think he got a towel on. I'm like, what happened last night? What really did happen last night? Your gaze shifts over his bare chest and top abs. Your gaze, like, damn. Your gaze shifts over his bare chest and taut abs to the muscular thighs and telltale bows just below the towel. Do you always walk around in nothing but a towel? Considering this place was all mine until this morning, you're lucky I'm wearing this much, yeah. Yeah, cause bitch, I know I feel like, especially if it's my place, if I'm by myself, I pay my bills, pay my car, pay my own damn bills. Bitch, you best believe I'm gonna be walking butt ass naked in the house that I brought, the home that I call home. Amen. Well, because there is a roommate, it'll be different. Well, since it's our place now, I feel like we should set some ground rules. You drag your eyes away from Eric's frame and pace the floor, your quick steps helping you refocus. That's why I don't do roommates. That's why I'm just like, no walking around the suite in the nude for starters. No using the bathroom for personal activities. Girl, wait a minute. No using the bathroom for personal activities. Bitch, maybe I need it. Not personal activities. Now you doing the most. Now that's too much, Keisha. Keisha, now you being too much. Why I'm starting to feel like I should call you headmistress, as you should. I am the boss. Respect the mistress. Yes, mistress. Like that's yeah, you better. Yeah, you better say yes, mistress, when you talking to me. Put some respect on ABI, SAI, State Flies in the Sky, abisai, Jordan Gems. Right. Okay, anyway, don't act like you wouldn't enjoy it. Don't act like you wouldn't enjoy it. Who said I wouldn't? There's something satisfying about relinquishing control. He stalks closer, the smell of his skin washing over you. Heady and seductive, and you answer breathily. I wouldn't know. Not yet, but based on the way your eyes lit up at the party last night, it's only a matter of time. The party was more fun than I was expecting, but it just showed me everything I can't have and made things more complicated. You flop down on the couch, and even with your head in hands, you are aware of Eric joining you. The springs shift beneath you both, bringing the warmth of his body and the fresh smell of his body so closer. For what it's worth, I really was just trying to help. And sure, things got crazy, but it's not the end of the world. Look, if you... No? Last night you were a guy who I kissed at a party, and now you're my RA and my roommate? How are you so casual about this? Casual's kinda my thing. Nothing ever has to be a big deal unless you make it one. We had fun, now we move on. And for the record, I never kissed you. Against your better judgment, you peek through your fingers to find Eric smiling, and you can't help but return it. Yes, you did. Davina told us all to right after I ended up on your lap. You remember the feel of his mouth, sure and confident, working against you, and a dull ache begins to build between your legs. Kisses are personal, sensual. That was part of the game. Trust me, if I kissed you for real, you know it. His eyes stray to your lips, and you swallow heavily. And you fight the urge to squirm before his amused gaze returns to yours. So while we're discussing things that did and didn't happen, why don't we just agree that last night didn't? That depends. Do you have a time machine I don't know about? Better. Eric dips into the room before returning with a stack of papers and handing them to you as he settles back down on the couch. Paperwork? It's a roommate agreement. Okay, he said. Well, I respect that. I respect that. Just give me some paperwork. Give me some paperwork. Let's read the agreements, terms and agreements. I know, bitch. I open it. It best be respected. A respected agreement. Something that's amazing. All like, okay, maybe, yeah. Sell me candy like a something and this, yeah. Yeah. A roommate agreement. I have to say. What is this? Basically, it's a list of mutually agreed upon rules for living together. And I think the first should be no snitching. We create a mental vault, and anything we want to stay secret goes in, and never to see the light of day again. Agreed? I can respect that. I can respect that. I can respect that. Agreed. Then it's official. The first law of the land is set. What else did you have in mind? His thigh grazes yours, and something stirs deep inside you, warm and wonderful. It wasn't just a party. Eric is just as big of a distraction. I need a way to make sure we keep our distance. You pull your leg under the guise of grabbing a pen from the coffee table. No touching. Starting now, you and I don't come into any physical contact. I know I'm a self-proclaimed shameless flirt, but do you really think I can't control myself? It's not you. It's just easier to remove temptation. It's not you I'm worried about. No, it's just easier to remove temptation. I'm also going to include no drinking, but that's just for me. So your plan is to white knuckle it through the Great Repression and pretend you don't like any of the things you clearly do. Basically, I will be a repressed maggot in this Great Repression. When I should be things how just to be. It's not white knuckling it. It's called discipline. Right. Right. Well, I respect the no touching rule, but you can hold the discipline. In fact, he plucks the papers and pen out of your hand, and as he starts writing, you read over his shoulder and eyes go wide. Roommates should expect overnight guests at least 3 times a week. I'm not agreeing to that. If you're gonna do all that, then you best understand, bitch, I'm gonna do the same damn thing too. If you want that, then it be I had to cough on that one. So sick. He slices his eyes to you, smirking in amusement, an invitation in his gaze. Well, it is a contract. If you don't like the terms, make me a counter offer. I can't refuse. Negotiate additional terms. If you're adding things like that, you know what? Do whatever you want. I had to look at him real good again. Yeah. If you added things like that. If you want overnight guests, I'm gonna have to add a few more stipulations. Name them. You kick off your shoes and pull your feet up onto the couch facing him. I need notice. You can't just bring up people over without telling me. I'm guessing your roaring temptation means you won't be having any company of your own. Eric turns to face you, his bent knee tugging at the towel and drawing your eyes lower. Suddenly, you realize this might not have been your best idea. Inquiring into my sex life? That doesn't sound very professional, R.A. Young. I argue knowing who to expect in this suite is a safety issue, Miss Jax. His tone is low and smooth with an amused ting to it, like he can tell he's flustering you. A thought occurs to you, and you smile sweetly back. Fine. You name your guess, and I'll name mine. Touché. I'll give you as much time as I can, but these things happen pretty quickly. Best I can do is set up a signal so no one walks in on anything they shouldn't. And how do you usually signal your roommates to clear out? That was the back. I didn't know they had like a bell sound even in the background news. I was hearing it. Well, damn. Well, I had this suite to myself since I started as an RA, so it's never actually come up. But I've seen residents use code phrases, a sock on the door, texts. Let's go with a code phrase, the sock, a text. I feel like I go with a text. I mean, a simple. Eric nods, and the two of you exchange numbers. Perfect. This way we don't have to worry about remembering special signals. We can just text the important details. And if you're barely able to put words together, let alone type them. Emojis! GIFs! GIFs! Twitter reactions? Stan Twitter? Yeah. I guess you could send some emojis in a pinch. Right, what do you think about sweat, hands, a mouth, a tongue, a firework? Okay, I think I can get the general idea from something like that. No need to go any further. You scribble the signal down, and as you stare at the words on the page, something occurs to you. Limiting temptation or not, I don't get why anyone would broadcast that they're having sex. It's private. Welcome to VCSU, where you handed over your privacy with your tuition check. What do you mean? He leans even closer to you, voice dropping to a sultry purr. I mean, the walls here are pretty thin. If things are going well, the entire dorm's going to know what's going down. Not the neighbors know my name. Just imagine the performance from last night going down just past this wall. You really think no one's gonna hear? The memory is enough to make you flood with heat again, and you squirm a little on the couch, pressing your thighs together. Right, well, if at all possible, I really don't want to know when things are going well for you. Look at it this way. I'm sure a signal could be a good way to get out of a lackluster situation too. Not that I would know anything about being lackluster. As you shouldn't. I respect that. His smile is golding, coaxing a smile of your own onto your lips. Why do I get the feeling thou pressed too much? Why do I get the feeling thou protest too much? You're telling the truth. You telling me you never had an awkward experience? Every woman who's ever walked through those doors left completely satisfied. I guaranteed it. Okay. As you look, you better. There's a difference when we have a respect about this is what I'm talking about. Respecting boundaries when it comes to temptation, understand like all this kind of stuff. Conversation, dialogue, you know, being able to just commercial break. Being able to sit here and do those kind of things. That what matters at the end. Like I don't need to like sit here and know if that's good dick. If you saying you got great dick, you got great dick. Okay, I'll trust you do. I respect it. They better leave satisfied, bitch. They better, cause bitch. Especially you better satisfy me like that. You better sit here. Okay, let me go. That's a bold claim. Not for me. Something flutters in his gaze, and as his smirk grows, he enunciates every word in a way that makes you shiver. I pride myself on being coachable. I ask, I listen, and I apply everything I learned. He leans in, testing the towel even more, and you can't help but imagine him applying what he's learned all over you. And you realize your lips are only inches apart. Your chest heaves as you push away, trying hard to focus on anything else. Let's stay on topic. Fine by me. We haven't even talked about the most important thing, which is what happened if one of us breaks the agreement? Rules need an appropriate punishment, don't you think? Punishment? What are you gonna do? Spank me? What you have in mind? Like, spank me! Spank me! I've been a bad girl! I've been a badass boy! Spank me, daddy! What you have in mind? What you have in mind? Deep in your belly, you feel a stir of anticipation. And Eric smirks as he knows exactly what you're thinking. I've always been a fan of mixing pain and pleasure. Your pulse throbs steadily between your legs, growing as you allow yourself to imagine the possibilities. I'm listening. I was thinking a little spanking after all. It is a time-honored tradition for addressing naughty behavior. In your mind's eye, you see yourself, not him actually saying actually doing the spanking. You want me to do the bending for you? In your mind's eye, you see yourself stretching across his lap, an ache between your legs, waiting to be soothed by the feel of his hand on your ass. And there it is, gentle as first, as he caresses each cheek. His fingers dangerously near your flaming center, then he pulls his hand back and there. All that's left is the sign on the dotted line. Huh? You're shaking out of the warm, aching fantasy to find a definite dampness between your thighs. Eric hands you the contract and pen. You stare at the text, your assignment at the prospect nearly enough to send you over the edge. So, once I sign this, if I break the rules, you really bend me over your lap and spank me? You don't even have to spank me. Like, you could just massage my cheeks. Like, just do that. Okay, I just. Eric chuckles at your thinly veiled enthusiasm, then leans in even closer. The towel reaches its limits as his lips nearly graze your ear. You do realize I'm joking, right? Well, I'm not. With a flick of his pen, you signed your name under his. Off the record, you added naughty turns to your roommate agreement. One false move, and your ass is mine. Yes, ma'am. For a moment, you lock eyes, and it almost feels you're bonding. Then, it's cut short by a knock on the door. I'll get it. You whip open the door to find Davina on the other side, wearing only a trench coat. As you watch, it falls, revealing her lingerie. Ta-da! I guess she came early. Eric, I think it's for you. You can't help the shock that You can't help the shock that colors your tone, and when Eric comes up behind you, the Venus's face lights up. Looks like I'm interrupting. Are last night office hours still going? Nope. You're right on time for a lesson of your own. Hey, baby bird, check your phone. Text from Roomie, beat it. Not beat it. See, that's why I don't have roommates now. As you reach for it, your phone chimes in, and one glance at the various emojis tells you way more than you need to know. I don't need to know all that. Gotcha, I better head out. His bedroom door closes behind you, and you shake your head, your emotions a complete whirlwind. Note to self, add roommates and guests must wear clothes in common areas at all times to the rule agreement. You sigh as the first faint moan sounds behind you. You head out to see if Samira's house luck is any better than yours. Soon you're in Samira's dorm, both sprawled out on her bed, sharing your mutual stories of your roommate aggravation. I set my breakfast dish down for 5 minutes to fill my water bottle, and when I came back, Navia had thrown my food away. No. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's some stuff that you might snatch somebody's lace off. That's some stuff that you might snatch somebody's lace off. Bitch, you ain't taking my hot pocket. You ain't throwing away my hot pocket. You ain't throwing away my breakfast pocket. Like, damn. Just made it and you throw it away? No. That's crazy. I just didn't realize how hard it would be to live with someone who's not my bestie. I know, right? We would know each other. We get each other. But then again, I can't say that for every friendship. Same. I can't believe I got sexiled within an hour of moving in. For sure, I would have been laying back. I would have been laying in my crib asleep. Look, at this point, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some earplugs in, and I'm gonna and call it a day. Like, at this point, if y'all gonna be fucking, then fuck. Then at this point, shit. If I'm gonna be fucking, then I'm gonna be fucking too. Bitch, just put some earplugs in your fucking damn ears and call it a damn day. Cause bitch, I'm gonna get some sleep in the morning. Cause y'all if I don't get no sleep, I'm a crazy bitch that needs sleep. At least you're gonna get some fun stories out of living with Eric. You can make a movie about it. Maybe, but he's just so aggravating. And hanging out in nothing but a towel all day? Irritating. Not to mention inviting women to show up half naked to bang his brains out? That's just inconsiderate. And having to stare at him in that insufferable, stupid little smirk of his 24/7. You twirl just thinking about it, and Samira clears her throat. Yes? Okay, looking at him isn't really a problem. Let's just say I'll be glad to get my own room. He's the poster child for breaking the rules. The face of trouble, even. Or could it be you're just tempted by that face? You almost shake your head, but stop as you recall the events of earlier that day. The flush of heat as you imagine his towel slipping just an inch or two. If only it was just the face. He's got a great body too. I'm screwed. You just need to get to know him better. Once you live together long enough to know his quirks, it won't be such a big deal. Really, Samira? Want me to say the same thing if I say about the Navia? I don't know about it. No. How long is that going to take? Longer than if you just sleep with him. But I might have an idea to fast track things a little. She whips out her phone and starts tapping and swiping the screen, smirking with intent. Remember that fake picture page we used to cyberstalk our high school crushes? Not the fake not the fake picture page. Samira, no, give me that. Too late. I'm already 2 years deep into Eric Young, the early years. Horrified, you grabbed her phone from her hand, averting your gaze from the screen. Samira, stop. We're college women now. We can't just dive into his personal... You trail off as you see 2 tag photos of Eric. One with his arm around Inez, the other around Davina. You were saying? I can't look, but you can. You hesitate for a moment before handing the phone back to Samira and covering your eyes with both hands. You do it and tell me what you find. You can't expect me to do your dirty work with no intel. You gotta at least tell me where to start. Well, you know what? If we're gonna get some tea, let me be right back to get some juice. I want to learn a little bit more about Davina tyranny. See what she's about. I want to know the tea on her. She hums cheerfully as she taps and swipes through old posts and pics, all while you keep your eyes covered and sweat a little in suspense. Don't be that scared, Keisha. I like it now. Well, based on all the pictures of them together, I'm gonna say she and Eric definitely have a flirty vibe. Oh no, they look. I don't like that. I don't like that saying like, oh, that's just my play cousin, my play sister, or some, or like, you know, oh, we know each other from back in the day. I don't trust that. Do you remember why I had to dish the sweet, right? It involved lingerie and a half-naked roommate. I wasn't finished. It's flirty, but not romantic. Plenty of tag pictures on the weekends, but Valentine's Day? Nothing. She pries your hands from your face, and as you peek at the phone, you can't help but notice posts from every day but that one. Like, there's this pic of them at a bar. Eric made a caption about it not being as fun as his favorite hole in the wall. And Davina commented, I thought we figured out your favorite hole last night. Just like that. She's clearly got it bad. Think Eric knows? Definitely Eric knows. Like, damn, you put that, you said that. Look, that probably would have been more so in the DMs than shit. That probably would have been in the DMs before it been out there like that on this damn post. If that was me, I'm just. On one hand, how could he not? I mean, she showed up to the suite in lingerie and a trench coat. Yeah, she was ready for it though. She said she came through like it was like a music video. I was just like, yeah, it was giving like one of those, what's the music? It was one of those music videos. I forgot what song it is. I know it was Keke Palmer. And I think it was Cassie. Was it Cassie in the video? Was it Cassie in the video? It was the video where I just know that she had a trench coat on and they was meeting each other. They was about to they was like, her and her friend was seeing meeting each other on some girl action. So I just saying, like, I forget. Anyway, yeah. On the other, he was pretty clear about keeping the things in his life casual. Maybe she's going along with it, hoping he falls for her too. In that case, I say it's worth keeping your eye on, but nothing to worry about. Well, that's good to know. Now, see what you can find out about Inez Alamanza. All this fooling on your boyfriend is making you bossy. He's not my... Whoa! Eric and Inez have posts going back years. Like high school sweethearts who broke up to figure themselves out but will eventually get back together years. You watch too many rom-coms. The oldest pictures are of them grinning for the camera their freshman year. Total sibling energy. Okay, I respect. Now that's different. That's sitting there. That's authentic sibling energy. I don't know about that. Oh, that's we're brothers and yo. We brothers and sisters. We sisters and brothers and all that kind of stuff. And y'all grabbing on each other, dancing on each other like, okay, I guess. I'm just looking. I guess. I bet they forgot these even existed. Some of this is blackmail worthy. Mr. Cool himself still had his racist look. Sammy, I appreciate the support, but let's not act like he wasn't still cute. Bitch, there was some, look, bitch, I might have loud. For me, on the other hand, I was chubby cute. But, bitch, I'm like, goddess. Beautiful energy. Okay? And I could get a warrior if we want to get warrior. Cute, yes, but if his perfectly curated pic to folks lately are any indication, this picture is gonna come in handy. Before you can object, she takes the screenshot and sends it to your phone with a wink. Just in case you need a little leverage. Thanks. Oh hey, check out this TBT. VCSU isn't ready for us. Hashtag Frosh Life. This was their move-in weekend. Here I was thinking they were this cool, uber sophisticated power couple, and really, they were just regular friends, and you were not worried for nothing. Worry? What are you talking about? Oh, come on. We're clearly checking out the competition. You want to know what you're up against? I am not. As a matter of fact, we should stop. Right now. Before we find the goods, there's still Eris's comments, his mutual friends. An impish grin spreads across Samiris' face as she jiggles the phone in her hand, and you sigh in resignation. Fine, check. Fine, check the comments, his mutuals. I guess the mutuals. But only because it will reassure me he's not some psycho murderer or something. Well, his friend list is full of women thirsting after him, so if you hear screaming from his room, you should definitely not check it out. Anyone we know? Davina, obviously. As for the rest, you better off trying to guess who's not here. This list reads like the VCSU yearbook. Considering how some of those girls were eyeing him last night, I'm not surprised. It's not just the girls. I'm seeing plenty of frats represented here and even some professors. Prof underscore Dan underscore 78 has like 80% of Eric's post. Samira pauses, her expression turning serious. What, is he friends with the dean too? No, but he is friends with someone named Lust for Wander. In fact, she mutual with all his friends. All of his friends. Intrigued, despite yourself, you sit up. Let's go to her page. Samira taps the screen, then holds out the phone. Lust for Wonder. Wow, she's gorgeous. For sure. Is it that French Riviera? Is it? Is that the French Riviera behind her? Shit, I was so starstruck by her eyes. Like, dang, okay. Looks like it, lucky girl. But who is she? How does she know Eric? Sorry, babe. Her profile picture's all I got. Her page is private. She may be a dead end, but there's gotta be something about her on Eric's page, right? Maybe. Hold on, I'll check the pictures he's tagged in and see what comes up. She taps the screen again, navigating back to Eric's page, and as the tag photos pop up, you feel your eyebrows raise. Wow, it's like he's been everywhere with everyone. Pictures in bars, pictures of him with the other RAs, and some videos of him playing guitar. Who is this guy? I say we find out. The RA photos, the bar pics, the guitar video. You reach over and tap the screen. Then Eric and a group of smartly dressed students in RA polos stand huddled together, the picture clearly from summer training. There's Inez. Eric said she was in RA too. She's the one who got me my room. You and Samira swiped through a variety of photos of Eric and Inez in training, doing various ice-breaking activities. Trust falls, three-legged race. Yes. Yes, we need to do some more trust fall games. Like, I'm gonna catch you. Don't you worry. Yes. Somebody get your back. But in the background, you can't help but notice one sour-faced RA staring at them, his eyes watching their every move. Who is that? And what's his problem? Oh, that's the dude. He's making that screwed up face in every shot. That's the one you put the panties on the flagpole if you don't remember. Oh my God, look! The caption says, "Forgive Edwin, he suffers from resting douche face." Guess it's safe to say those two don't get along. You both laugh as you swipe through goofy group shots and a pajama-filled Candace until a photo of Eric in a ripped band tee catches your eye. Glad to have my RA crew with me for the new Indebted Fallen EP release. Hashtag listening party. Okay. Your mainstream pretty boy roommate like heavy metal? Likes heavy metal? Ooh, I guess so. But I think we done enough digging for one day. I should have snooped through Eric's entire life. It's not snooping, it's research. This is basically studying. Well, all studying sessions need a break. Besides, he is my RA. I should behave myself. Show some respect and... Oh, is that the line you're using to keep yourself from jumping his bones? It's not a line. It's the truth. RAs are off limits. It says so in the student handbook. Bitch, do I get a hat? Bitch, where is this? Do I got a handbook up in here? It says it right here in the student handbook. It says it right here in the student handbook. Y'all, this is hilarious. And can you honestly say that isn't enticing to you, even just a little? I'm betting last night's antics at the frat house tickle in your brain, but you'll quickly shut them back down. Of course not. When have you ever known me to break the rules? Never, which is why I think it's time. Keisha, sweetie, it's obvious you got it bad for him. Why not jump into sec and see where things go? Because rules exist for a reason. Because I can enjoy the eye candy without needing to taste. That's right. That's right. I can enjoy the eye candy without tasting. Like, bitch, even if I say take a bite, take a bite. So sour candy, take a bite, take a bite. Like, okay, I'll admit, Eric's is sexy as hell. But that doesn't mean I'm going to lose focus. I'm telling you, I'm dialed in. And to prove it, I'm going home right now to do my readings for class tomorrow. You hop out of bed, loading your arms full of the things you stashed in our room. And Samira rolls her eyes. Fine. Do it your way. Just make sure you're at the scholarship luncheon at the dean's house next week. If I had to bow and scrape for the boosters and alumni, so do you. Mutual misery. The foundation for every lifelong friendship. I wouldn't miss it. You blow her a goodbye kiss and close the door with your foot, your mind already back in your suite, sitting down to your screenwriting textbook. But before your body can catch up, you open the door to the suite to find music blasting. Crowds of people thronging your common area. And in the center of the living room, caught in the middle of a toast to the apparent partygoers, Eric. I may be on duty, but that doesn't mean we can't still rage, right? This is going to be harder than I thought.